Hello everyone and welcome back to Village Life. Now in the last one we looked for a boyfriend for Fallon. He has now accepted, not the one we actually saw. The time span went out and I had to go use another 15 minutes to find a new bachelor for her. But he accepted and now where is she? I know that's Penelope. There she is.
Hello?
She's so happy. It's so nice. Very nice. Oh, we can see an item has broken. We should actually just start gathering that for the skipping rope because we just need pine, so that's fine. It's not gonna take time. Oh my goodness, that rhymed. Oh, never know. The other thing is that Penelope is ready to give birth, which is nice because as far as we remember, it was a couple of twins. Now, wrong clicking. Let's click on her. Hey, I clicked. Click again. There we go. After 5 clicks. Never do mind, never do mind. She's giving birth to twins, so we shouldn't stress that much. Okay, and it's going to... It takes a little, takes 20 seconds? 10 seconds? I should time it one day. Indeed I should. But she had a pair of twins. But I'm also thinking, if she had triplets, how is she gonna manage to have them all free in her arms? That is something I would like to test out one day. Let's see. Let's just give them random names and look through what we have here. Roderick. Or Roderick. It's probably Roderick. I like that name. We have Austin. We have an Austin. David. Thomas. And I'm sorry if I accidentally say the names in Danish, because there are many of the names I see in the game. They are either familiar with Danish names or completely Danish names. And some of them actually has the 3 letters we have in Danish, which is probably not easy for many to pronounce unless you are from the Nordic countries. So, or Scandinavia to be more precise. Let's see here. And we don't know... Oh, Hamish! I like that name. We're going to take Hamish. Yes, we have 2 twin boys! And now they're just gonna crawl around. Yeah. Not right now, but I will rate it at a point. Don't want to rate it while I'm recording, kind of thing. And we can collect and start creating the skipping rope, which would take minor minutes. Let's see. And as well, while we were offline again, we got another achievement, because I think it was because I turned off on the sandstone fire. No, it was because I turned on the sandstone fire and they all became happy. That's nice. That's good to know. Have 10 villagers simultaneously happy and carefree. No, carefree. So it's carefree points and not happiness points. I have to remember that. Or is it happiness points? Well, we collect happiness, but they are carefree. Interesting little development here. Now, we're going to the notification, and you can see we have unlocked the mine limestone, or the mine limestone? The limestone, the elm, and actually also the elm farmhouse. Now, the reason for us being, the reason why we have unlocked them was because I used the little trick that I learned yesterday, that you can watch a commercial and it would take some time off the unlocking process. Now, when you unlock, or if you watch the commercial while looking or on the unlocking of the elm house, it would take 11 hours off the unlocking part. Now that was very handy. So we can actually start, now we have shown this, we can just remove these notifications so they are not gonna confuse me. And we should start actually unlocking a few new things right away. Since our village is now growing quite a bit, I think I will unlock the water storage number 2, because the one there is right now, as you can see, you can unlock stuff, and I purposely fully not watched all the commercials right now. There's a reason for that. I will get to that later. But our village at the moment are growing. We have 11 villagers. now and counting. And where did I put the... Oh, over here. If you look at the water storage, we only have 20 water, so every time you gather, you have to gather 2 water. So 2 minutes, and they drink it up within seconds. So it would be nice to have more water storage, so when you gather, you can gather a lot, and they won't need it in within 5 minutes. You can also see that I have redesigned or redecorated the area a little more. I was able to actually move the mud shelter in between the 2 trees there, which I was actually kind of proud of because I didn't know you could do that. Also moved some of the items a little around, moved the water storage down here just like 10 minutes ago, that's why I couldn't remember it. I like to redesign the village now and then, or almost constantly, going like, how can you make it look like a Celtic, mid-ages kind of like village? And I'm kind of like, ooh, it's going to be so interesting when you unlock the new type of housings, how you're going to put that together, how you're going to mismatch it together. I'm going to look so much forward to that. Now, we were actually going to unlock stuff. Back to the unlocking part. What should we else unlock? We could start unlocking the wood workshop level 3. And let's actually do that. It would take 6 days. As if. 13 commercials, I'm just saying. And it's about the same time as the elm farm. So remember that 13 commercials, you take 11 hours off per commercial. That's very helpful if you feel you're under a stress level, even if you accidentally started the event before time, or before you planned it to, then you can actually redeem it by doing that, like watch a few commercials, because as far as I have experienced here, they are pretty well generous with the commercials. They're pretty generous with giving gems. Also with the daily spin, you can get up to 500 gems. So if you're really lucky, you're going to like swim in gems now and then. But let's start actually just see what we need for the elm farmhouse, because I know we need elm and we need an iron hammer. Didn't think that one through. Definitely didn't think that one through because we haven't unlocked iron yet. But I can see our gem count that tappy tap. Oops. I accidentally started it. Sorry. I didn't actually expect that to actually need iron, but obviously did, so we can start no, we can't start gathering elm either because we need a bronze mace. But we only need tin, which is nice, so that will only take like meh time. And we need to create another. You can see here, like, the tools start to break and you have to redo them or recraft them. And it can be a doozy if it's in the middle of an event. So it's very intriguing and interesting at the same time. But yeah, I think the iron is right there actually when it's unlocked at some point. Oh, we already unlocked it though. Because I accidentally tapped on it. Anyway. I think... what can we else do? How far is going to go? Let's... we have another thing we can unlock, or we have a spare unlocking thing. So let's go into the gathered items and start unlocking reeds. Because I know we're gonna need them at some point. So we better just start unlocking them or at once. Just to be helpful towards ourselves. And there we go. And the tin is done collecting, so we can start make the... What were we collecting tin for? We're collecting for the tin pig, right? Yeah, because we need to gather elm. And we need the bronze ash for that, so let's start making the bronze axe. But wasn't there the tin pick we needed to create? Now I'm confused. Why is it not in the quest bar? The quest has disappeared! What do we actually need for the hammer? Yeah, we need to mine that, but what do we need for... Okay... I forgot we need new tools every time. Anyway, what do we need to do? Yeah. Oh, we can actually craft that right away. Okay, that's good to know. And the sandstone pick. We need some sandstone, so let's just start mining that right away. And... didn't we just... More tin is needed. And with the little time we have left, we will go over and click on the skipping rope. So we can start making the pine box, which we were already able to... No, not the pine box, the birch box, which we needed to... Here. Birch box. And we will have Austin do that. It's a lot of 15 minutes items. I think the most of the second. We go into the workshop here without clicking on anything. Nope, we can't. There we go. Craft items. There are a lot of first generation tools, as we can see here, that would take very little time to create. And then we go into the second. Here they are starting to actually start slowly turning into 15 minutes how to make and such. Maybe I should make them pre-episode, but I'm kind of like wanting to show how to build them at least the first time. But I'm not really sure on that. If we go like to the last items, if we go here, you can see they are like skipping in between how much they actually need. Up to an hour to craft. That's actually a lot, but it's not really that massive. I'm surprised. I expected like a day with some of the items. I haven't never gone that far in the department, but apparently not. Okay, intrigued, very intrigued. And we're done clearing, but now we need more space. I'm so happy that I started unlocking the workshop part 3, because now we are in a small time need. So I will do what I should have done to start with. Ooh. Ah, no, we will take the gyms this time. And it's not really that... I won't do it every time with the commercials, because I want to use the commercials for... or the commercial skipping for bigger things. While the minor things is kind of like, let's just do it this way. And this will take 5 minutes, it's fine. And what more do we need? That will take 30 minutes. But not with Fallon. I love the extra points you get for that. And we can just do skippity skip. I'm gonna use a lot of coins today. It's okay. I can survive that. We need another one. There's 6 gems for above 30. Elm is actually pretty good. And as you can see, I did ask for nuts and bolts while I was skipping a little between the parts, so that's nice. Can we start mining this? No, we need the sandstone. Let's see here. Skippity skip. I am so lazy right now. I'm so sorry, but I feel like being a little lazy because I really wanted to start building the farm, because I know that's gonna take time. And for me to even start trying to skip off some of the time, it still requires for me to start building it. Especially also if we want to unlock the 4th level of the farmhouse. We still need to finish building it before actually being able to unlock the next part. So we need it. The flute worn out as well. That will probably be the last thing we fix before we end off the episode. But first of all, we Do, 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 do. Let's start. Didn't I finish that quickly? Oh yeah, there wasn't space, so I made space. Sometimes you forget what you do. That would take 15 minutes as well, but I will skip that one because that's 15 minutes. I don't need that. Ooh. I'm gonna use too many gems today. I don't like that. Anyway, let's start mining iron, which would take 30 minutes. There we go. Yay! I really still love that animation. I can watch that all day because it goes so fast, and we just use storage. Let's get rid of the pine because we don't really actually use it that much at the moment because we got the birch and the elm. And as soon as we start creating the limestone fire, we need elm in that department. So now we can start creating the hammer. Yay! No, we can't. Damn it! Everything goes wrong today, especially in my predicaments. Let's do this again. And there we go. Yep, done. Sometimes you just hope that all the items that you gather only give 10 per harvesting, mining, farming, whatever. But they're a little tricky like that. Sometimes they only give 6 or 5 and such. That's a little sometimes annoying. Now this would take an hour. Or one movie! So, I'm so lazy. I'm gonna watch a lot of commercials while playing this. Goodness gracious. Okay. The village has suddenly gotten a very much darker tone to it. Yeah, that's not a good thing. Just a second, guys. There we go. It works when you just you go out of the game and then go into the game again. Then it's good. Okay, now we should just gonna skip this. Thank you for the free that actually sent me something within the 10 minutes I actually sent this. So basically let's begin. And it would take 3 days. Now, just to have a predicament, I'm betting Morgan would be the next one that wants a kid. And I'm not gonna be like... I'm not gonna skip any of this right now. The reason why I've been a little lazy today is because I'm actually making a school project and it's taken a lot of my time, so I had to skip a little. We also broke that one. Okay. So we will start gathering. It would be nice if you just could click on it going build again, and that was the wrong one. We need to start. No, that's the wrong one. We need to craft this one again. Of course, we need 10. More 10. And we need... Sometimes I just can't remember some of the things I already have built. That's not good. But we'll put this next to the dancing plot again. And we need pine. When I said we didn't need pine anymore, great. And that's not going to take a long time, that's always something. But I think actually we'll be ending off the episode here. While in between episodes I will recreate the items that we are missing, because right now they are probably going to use it up again. All your items have only 50 usage, so when they are carefree and they use the fun item like 50 times, they break. Unless you can do the upgrade, and if you're willing to pay the very, very, very high amount. For me, that's kind of expensive. But if you're willing to do so, it will never break. So that's always nice. And increase happiness by 50%, so that's also nice. It has the perks, but I'm not quite willing to do that. And is in the same way that I also kind of like the design of the non-premium one. It looks more Gaelic or Celtic than the premium one, if you go look at it here. Or maybe it looks more like British Celtic, where the dance area that's not premium looks more like the Scandinavian arts something. Or the Scandinavian art. Celtic art. We definitely need to start also upgrading our item storage, because this is going to be something, right? But I think we'll be ending off here before I'm starting to dabble in too much, or start rambling, or take the episode too far. So, until next time guys, take care and have a fantastic day. There are clouds on the happiness. Why there are clouds? Really? What does that mean? What?